Chapter 2, Uncle's Book Reading Method. After introducing the meaning of life in Chapter 1, Uncle realized that he still had difficulty communicating with us, which prevented him from conveying what he wanted to share. Uncle wants to find a way to communicate his learning experiences to us as effectively as possible, so he needs to understand us a little better. Uncle's language may be somewhat hesitant or fragmented because he wants us to read slower and think more deeply. One point that Uncle wants us to consider today is try to consider whether we can read books or not. What does it mean to can read books? Take a moment to pause and reflect, then give it some thought. Based on Uncle's observations, when we read books, two phenomenon can happen. 1. We may feel curious or have questions. 2. We may gain understanding or comprehension. If we finish reading and it ends just with the symbol letter itself, it indicates that those two symptoms are not present. So let's try reading and reconsidering it again. If you feel curious, it will lead to questions related to what Uncle has communicated. If you understand, you will be able to convey what Uncle has communicated without missing the point. We can include any additional points as desired, but I would like us to check these 2 steps before we begin reading. They will help ensure that our communication flows smoothly and facilitate the sharing of our experiences. Have questions or comprehension? By incorporating these steps, we can overcome communication barriers and foster a more meaningful exchange of our experiences. Uncle needs to understand us first because the language we use is just symbols. Even though we may use the same language, the interpretation and meaning of words can vary greatly. If anyone has any questions or doesn't understand something, feel free to ask Uncle. And if anyone has any suggestions or wants to exchange opinions, feel free to do so. Please email me huajagmail.com. I hope you all enjoy the process of self-reflection. In the next session, Uncle will start the journey with you, searching for the meaning of life. Thank you very much, Uncle May JD.